Yo, what's good? We are live once again. And in this live stream, we are talking all about how to essentially manifest money. Money is something that a lot of people want, and a lot more people wish that they had it, even if they don't want to admit it. Because when you have money, things are easier, you know? And in this live stream, I have some diagrams to show all of you. Let me just pull it up for you real quick. So we have this diagram, what money actually is, the mindset that's needed to make more money, limiting mindsets to let go of, how to actually make money, and how to align with the energy and intelligence of wealth. This is going to be very practical, but we're going to also talk about the energetic aspects of what's going on, talk about certain metaphysical things, if you will. But yeah, I'm a pull the chat up real quick. I always said that when it comes to making money, I always said this inside of my head, right? When it comes to making money and teaching people how to make money, I don't want to be one of those people that make you pay me to learn how to make money. Now, granted, I do think that there is value in paying certain people for them to help you make money. However, when it comes to like the basic tips that you find in like a lot of people's books and like a lot of people's courses, the basic things is like, I'm not about to make nobody pay for that because a lot of people actually get rich off of simply teaching other people how to get rich, which is kind of wild. It's different if you made money somewhere else by doing something else and then you want to help people to do what you've done. But with the basics of how to make money, I like teaching that for free. In fact, it kind of benefits me because if y'all have more money, right? And you guys want to support me and you guys want to donate, now you can donate because you got money that I helped you to get. I have a free ebook for those of you who don't know that's called Value Creates Money. It is on this website, the PayHip right here, payhip.com/Dami Now Academy. There is a free book that is called, it's actually two free books that are called Value Creates Money. Essentially, the first book is the philosophy of what that actually means, how value actually creates money. The second one is a workbook. That book literally gives you things to do after every single chapter in order to begin making money. And if you follow what it tells you to do, you literally can begin making money. Like it literally tells you do this, then do that, then do that, right? And this is something that works for everybody. It's not like, oh, you have to start a drop shipping company. I'm not teaching nothing like that. This is how to use what you naturally have inside of you to attract wealth to you. Yeah, this is gonna be good. I'm really excited to teach this. I'm just gonna let some more people pull up. I haven't gone live in like a week, so I know some people might not have been expecting me to go live today, but let's pull the chat up, you know. Um, what's good, bro? You go live, I watch. That's what's up, my guy. Yeah, for everybody watching right now, what's good? What's popping? How y'all been? How y'all feeling? You guys can ask whatever questions y'all want as I teach. Just know that if the questions are off topic, I'm going to answer the questions after I teach from the charts. For everybody that's here, I would like to ask that you also like the live stream, so that way it reaches more people and more people can begin to understand how wealth actually works because this is about building wealth long term in your life by not having to depend on something else, but rather depend on yourself and what you have inside of you. This is going to be practical, but also metaphysical. This will go into certain manifestation principles and whatnot. But aside from all of that, once again, it's practical things that's going to work for everybody, regardless of your belief. If you follow this, you don't have to think that it's going to work for it to work. Yeah, it's just going to work, you know? Yo, what's popping, bro? Why will it work for everyone? Because it's simple, right? When you understand how to make money, it's simple. I want to answer that right now, but I want to get into the teaching first. But it will work for everyone because it's for example, when you do 1 + 1, it always equals 2. Like there's just no if, ands, or buts about that. The only thing that's gonna prevent that is you not understanding how 1 + 1 equals 2, you know, but it still equals 2, even if you don't understand it. So I'm saying with this, if you understand what I'm saying and then you apply it, it does work. It does. It's not because it's some magical thing. It's just because when you do these things, you get money. When you go to work, you get money. I'm not gonna say get a job. That's not how I'm teaching this, although getting a job is one way to make money, right? But there are various different ways to acquire wealth inside of your life. We need to understand what money actually is. When you begin to understand that, it becomes super simple. A lot of people just don't. The main thing that holds people back is one, not wanting to put in the time and effort to do what I'm about to teach. And then number two, not believing in themselves enough to actually do it, having fear around doing certain things that would actually make the money. If you get over those things, you'll make the money. Like, even if you don't think it's going to work, if you still get over the fear of maybe having to put yourself out there, which you don't inherently have to put yourself out there. That's just one way to acquire the wealth, by putting yourself out there to the world. But there's all different kinds of ways. You're gonna see what I mean. You're gonna see what I mean. I had a dream about myself finding my purpose. That's what's up, bro. Um, yeah, that's great. You know, a lot of people struggle with that, and I made videos about purpose for the people that do struggle. You know, about what purpose actually is and how to discover that. That's all up on my channel. But I think we're going to get started with the teaching. You guys can ask whatever questions y'all want. Just know that it needs to be, if you want me to answer it in the moment, it needs to be relevant to the topic. If not, I will answer it at the end of the teaching. This is not going to take too long, but this is very important. And if you guys want to eventually download the charts for yourself, you can join the Discord. My links are down below. There's a link tree down below. You go to the link tree, find Discord, join the Discord, then go to the library section of the Discord. You're going to see this chart and all the other charts inside the Discord, and charts from other classes that I've done. I've done other classes, I've done other live streams, and then I put the charts inside the Discord. These money charts will be part of that. And honestly, what I'm going to teach inside this video deals with what I teach inside my book. So for all of you that have my ebook, yeah, you guys will, these things will sound familiar, but I'm sure that me talking about is going to actually give you guys a better understanding of these principles. So the book that I made is called Value Creates Money. So the reason it's called that is because money is literally value. Okay, so when you ask what is money, money equals value. Money is simply a tool that humans use to exchange value with one another. So what is value? Value is anything that improves someone's life. And understand that value is not objective, it's subjective. What one person finds valuable, another person doesn't always find that valuable. But an example of valuable things can be solving a problem, saving somebody time, saving somebody money, making their life easier, teaching knowledge, creating entertainment, increasing someone's health, increasing someone's beauty, providing safety, creating convenience. There's so many different things that people find valuable. You know, you if you get good at marketing, honestly, you could really sell a lot of different things because a lot of things have value. A lot of people just don't see the value in everything. But if you are able to highlight how something is valuable, people say, I guess I do see the value. I might want to pay for that. But we're gonna get more to that as this goes on. For right now, we're just focused on what is value. Okay. So examples of value that people pay for. If you teach somebody a skill, they'll pay you for that. If you repair someone's car, they'll pay you for that. If you cook somebody a meal, they might pay you for that. If you build someone a website, they would pay you for that. If you clean someone's house, they pay you for that. If you edit someone's video, they pay you for that. If you sell a useful product, they pay you for that. Money is simply the receipt for the value that you provided. So, value, once again, is just a tool that humans use to exchange value with one another. You provide value, they give you value back in the form of money. So, right now, I'm providing value in the form of a video. And then, depending on how well this video does, YouTube gives that value back to me and pays me. And then also, some of you guys might decide to super chat. You do not have to super chat. Do not feel pressure to do it. But if you want to, I'm accepting of that. I'm open to that, and I would appreciate it. But you do not have to do that because honestly, right now, I'm teaching you guys how to make money. And I definitely just said in this video that I don't want to make people pay me in order for me to teach them how to make money. So if you do end up giving me money through a super chat or some other donation, don't do it out of obligation or because Jeannie gives me like just don't feel the need to pay me. Just do it because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so we get the basic principle about how money is value. So how is money made? Money is made by exchanging value. You provide value through a skill, product, service, a simple solution, and then the other person provides money because the value or because they value what they just received. Even when you go to work, you are providing value to your job. You have a certain position that provides value to your job. And then because of that, they give you money. So the more value you create, the more money can be exchanged. Now let's understand the flow of money. The first thing to understand is that there are people in reality that have problems, that have wants, that have desires, that have a need. This is where you come into play. You create value. You use your skills, you use your service, your product, information, entertainment, whatever it is to solve the problem. Literally, somebody's problem could simply just be I'm bored. And then you solve that problem by entertaining them. You see, this is what I mean by value is subjective. Literally, people make millions of dollars off of movies. They made millions of dollars because somebody was bored one day and wanted to see a film. Like, really think about that. Really think about that. This is why being smart does not equate to getting money, because there's people that are not that smart, but they can still provide value to people. You see, there's other people who are smart, but they don't share their brains with other people. And we're going to get into that a bit more when it comes to like the different, because there's different stages of building wealth and receiving money and stuff like that. We're going to get to that, But yeah, so you as a person, you can identify different problems that people have and how you can solve them. You can identify different needs that people have and how you can solve that. For me, I help people when it comes to spirituality. People want to better understand spirituality and walk down that path. I help them with that. You see? The next stage is that they receive the value. Their problem is solved or their life is improved. Because of that, they exchange money. They give you money because they value what they received. And then, bow, you receive money. You are rewarded with money for the value that you created. So create that. So if you want to make money, simply just create value, help others earn money, invest and grow that money, and invest and grow in your value, which allows you to create more money and more value. So like when you invest in a stock, that money builds. You invested that money. Now you got more money. You got more value from just investing that. Also, when you invest in your own skills, you can better your skills and make more value, which allows you to help people to a higher capacity. This is why I said that regardless of what you think, this works. If you have something that's valuable and you are able to put that in front of people's face and make them recognize that this is value, that this is valuable. If people can really comprehend that because you show them that, you're going to make money. Like when I do these live streams, sometimes I'm not even thinking about a super chat and someone just sends it because they just see the value in what I'm saying. Once again, don't got to feel pressure to do that, but I'm just bringing up an example, you know? So, yeah, this is the cycle about how money is made. The core principle is that the more value that you create for others, the more opportunities you have to earn money. Money follows value. The more value you provide, the more value you receive in the form of money. So, yeah, the more value you create, the more money you earn, the more freedom you gain, the more impact you make on the world, and a better, and you also manifest a better life for yourself and others. I remember when I was like very not not very young. I was like a teenager. When I was a teenager, I forgot what I was even watching, but it was mentioning that you should always try to create a win-win situation where everybody wins in the situation. A lot of people try to do that. A lot of people try to do a win-loss where like you have those like shady salesmen that try to sell you some BS. And it's like they win because they made you pay for some BS, but you lose because you got some BS. But if you just do win-win, I promise you're going to grow a lot more because since other people feel like, oh my God, I actually received some value back, they want to keep on receiving from you because they actually trust you. But let me check the chat out real quick. Let me know if y'all understood that. You know, did y'all understand that? Is that making sense so far? Is that making sense so far? I see some more people just pulled up. That's what's up. Yo, what's good, my guy? And I'm glad to hear that, bro. Yo, what's good, bro? What's good, my guy? You know what I'm saying? How you been enjoying the research about the immortals? You know what I'm saying? How you been enjoying that, Jaden? But so yeah, but is that making sense? Do y'all understand that? Y'all get that? Y'all comprehend that? You feel me? Also, I want to say real quick, it's 24 people in here, but only 11 likes. Could y'all share some value with your boy and like the video? You know what I'm saying? I'm providing y'all some value. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all give me some value back and drop a like on the video? I know y'all be forgetting sometimes. It's okay. I'm not trying to get on you and stuff like that. It's just, because you like the video. And also, please don't be one of those mean people who's like, because he said like the video, I'm not going to do it. Like, why we got to be mean now? Why we got to be mean? Like, I'm not trying to be like the video. It's just like, hey, help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. I asked y'all if y'all understood and stuff like that, and I don't see no comments, but I'm just gonna assume that y'all did. You feel me? I'm just gonna assume that you did. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. All right, let's put a John up. My fault. I gotta take the chat off real quick. I forgot. It's clicking for sure. I bet. Let me take the chat off. Bet. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's talk about the mindset that's needed for this. And once again, anybody can do this. This can be something as small as making somebody laugh. If you can make somebody laugh and they think that you're really funny, they will pay you. Look at comedians. If you just make a very good digital product, somebody would pay you. But we're gonna get more into this. So here are some different mindsets that you need to have and understand in order to make money. Number one is that you need to be in a state where you are ready to receive, maintain, and grow in your value. So when it comes to being ready to receive, right? Ask yourself, if somebody wanted to pay me today, how would they? Do you have a business, a website, a payment method, a service, a product, a way for people to find you? If not, you may be creating value without a funnel to receive it. Understand that if you want to receive more money in your life, you need a funnel to get that money. You see, money is simply value just flowing towards you. But if you don't have a funnel for that value to flow towards you, you're not going to receive it. So a lot of people try to manifest and just hope that one day they're going to just get 100 in their bank account, or 100,000 in their bank account, or 100 million in their bank account. But it's like, how you gonna really receive what channels are people going through to receive that? What channels are people going through in order for you to receive that? You know, why would they give you that money? Why would you receive that money? You know, if you at least have like if you have at least a cash app, and then you were like telling people, hey, send me money through Cash App, you at least have a funnel that could potentially land you 100 million by someone just sending that to you. Now, is that very likely? Not if you just have a Cash App, you're not providing nothing, but you at least have the funnel that makes it possible. It's just not probable, you know. But without the Cash App, without nothing at all, if somebody wanted to give you 100 million, they couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So you get what I'm trying to say, right? But yeah, so you need to be ready to receive. You need to actually have a funnel that people can give you value through, so you can actually receive it through that funnel. You need to be able to maintain value, right? You need to have a mindset of maintaining. Most people receive value but don't know how to maintain it. They do things like spend every paycheck immediately. They don't invest in themselves. They don't learn new skills, and they lose customers because they never improve. Um, this goes beyond even chess money, though. Let's say when it comes to your health is valuable, you know? Later on in this teaching, I'm going to talk about aligning with the energy of wealth and like the intelligence of wealth. Part of that is pretty much being able to constantly hold an abundance of value, because wealth is value and wealth can come in many different forms. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But I'm saying this because when it comes to your health, a lot of people don't maintain their health in America. They're constantly ruining it, putting the wrong food inside their body, not being active enough. They are not maintaining their health. They're not maintaining that value. Now, there are unhealthy people that definitely have money. So I'm not saying that if you're not healthy, you can't make money. But my point is that when it comes to the mindset of making money, you eventually want to get to a point where you're looking at not just your finances, but also yourself as a person and thinking, are you actually maintaining your wealth? You might have certain skills, but are you constantly like refining your skills? Are you making sure that your skills are up to par, or are they just getting worse and worse? And then now your value is decreasing. And that immediately leads to the next thing: grow your value, right? The more valuable you become, the more problems you can solve, and the better you become at solving them. The more people you'll be able to help, the more opportunities are going to exist for money to flow towards you. For example, if you learn video editing, more businesses can hire you. If you become a better coach, you can help more people. If you learn sales, more people can understand your value. If you simply just learn how to better market and sell things, people would better understand your value. Like you could be worth, you might be worth. I mean, really, I think all humans are worth. They're invaluable, to be honest. But let's just say that like all humans are worth $1 million. The only reason that all humans don't have $1 million is because they don't know how to fully bring out that value. And then once they do bring up that value, they can't fully sell it. Like this is how you have people that grow up in your local hood, you know, and they're like an amazing rapper, but they get no traction because no one's seeing them. And when people do see them, it's in a way where it's not really promoting what really makes this rapper valuable. You see? So if you learn how to market and sell, that simple skill alone can make more people understand your value. If you learn investing, you preserve and multiply the value that you've already earned. And that includes investing in yourself. A lot of people don't want to invest in themselves. For example, I make content, right? And I do these live streams. Because of that, I've upgraded my equipment. Before, if you watch my old videos, you see I just had the little headphone on my jaw, you know what I'm saying, with the mic on it. Now I have an actual microphone. I have a better camera. I just got a new PC because I needed more processing power for when I go live, so that way stuff isn't just lagging the whole entire live stream, you know? And because I did that, my video quality got better and my YouTube improved, you know? Regardless of the money, I still receive more value, at least in the form of views and subscribers, And then, of course, money comes with that because YouTube pays based upon, the views and watch time and stuff like that. But aside from the money, there's still value that came from subscribers, viewers, people actually enjoying the video more because it might be better audio or more visually appealing, or now the live stream is way faster. And you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Don't just prepare to receive money. Prepare to receive value, maintain value, and continually grow your life. Understand that value does not just come in the form of money, which means that you should not only be ready to receive money, but you should be able to receive value in all the different ways that it comes. And that immediately goes to the next thing. So let me actually I'll just put myself over here, maybe like that. Yeah. Let me just scroll this joint over like that, and let me do a quick. Okay, cool. So understand that money, aka value, comes in many forms. Money is not the only form of wealth. Often, value comes first and then money comes later. For example, people themselves are valuable. You can have a mentor that teaches you, a client that refers you to somebody else, a friend that introduces you to a new opportunity. Money can also come in the form of developing certain skills, right? So being ready to receive value also deals with being open to learning some new stuff. Photography, coding, sales, public speaking, cooking. These skills can become income later on in the future. Different items and resources, computers, cameras, vehicles, books, land, tools. These can all become a source of value in you as well. For example, because I have a camera, I can use this camera to make videos and then eventually receive things from that video. Lessons. Simply being open to learning a life lesson like failure, right? You can literally use failure to make money because failure teaches you something and that adds value to you. And because you become more valuable, you now have more capacity to express that value to the world. Mistakes that you make teach you, experiences teach you. Sometimes a lesson that you learn today becomes $1,000 tomorrow. That's a fact. When people go to school to learn something, they're just learning different lessons that eventually becomes money. Hold up. What the heck? Am I tweet? Yo, hold up. I gotta check something on my. Whoa. Dang, that's an error. I made an error on my part, guys. I made a super bad error on my part. I gotta fix that later for sure. I'm gonna fix that later. I gotta get back to this. All right. So yeah, figures. Yeah. So all that. Yeah. Ideas. One good business idea, one invention, one piece of content can make enormous value. Time. Simply time allows you to learn, practice, build, create. Time is a form of value. Relationships, people trusting you creates value. Having a relationship to somebody can open doors that money never could. Just because you knew somebody, you get into better spaces. So money often arrives disguised as value first. Recognize it, develop it, then exchange it. This is how, or this is one of the ways that you need to think if you want to begin making more money in your life, since you need to be able to actually be open to receiving all these things, maintaining these things, and growing these things. If you grow all these different things, you're gonna get money at some point. Like it's just inevitable. Especially if like if it's a skill, you do need to share that skill, of course. So I do want to put that out there. If you don't share the skill, you can't make no money. We're gonna talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? But my point though is the fact that like if you grow in these things, at some point you likely will make money, especially if you express the value inside the world to other people. Um, Another thing, another mindset. Life supports those who support life. Everything in nature survives through value exchange. Nothing only takes, everything also gives. This is going to become way more important inside the next chart, but for now, here's an example of nature. So, trees receive sunlight, but they give oxygen back to the earth. Bees receive nectar, but also pollinate flowers. Earthworms consume dead material and fertilize the soil. And fertilize the soil. Rain nourishes Rain nourishes plants. Plants feed animals. Animals then poop out those plants and return the nutrients to the earth. People naturally want to support people who support them. So these are examples of how life supports those who support life. See, trees support life by giving oxygen. That's why they're able to receive sunlight. You know, it's supposed to be a give and take. You see, um, just as healthy soil produces healthy crops, healthy value creates healthy wealth. You give value and receive value, right? You give energy, effort, care, resources, then you receive that in the form of opportunities, support, resources, and overall abundance. Humans do not differ from the principle of nature. When you improve someone's life through teaching, healing, building something, making something, protecting them even, or solving some kind of problem, you become valuable to life itself. When life continuously circulates value, and when you participate in that circulation, life has more opportunities to support you back. The more you give, the more you can receive, but you need to be giving properly, and we're going to talk about that as we go on. Another mindset: understand that people do want to pay for value. Don't think that everybody doesn't want to pay for things. No, people want to pay for things. People are willing to pay for various different things. For example, people pay $6 for a coffee that they love. Coffee could be way cheaper, but they're like, no, I want to get the good coffee, and I'm going to pay that $6. People pay $1,000 for a phone that they value. People pay hundreds of dollars for a concert, and some are happy about that. Of course, some people are like, I wish it wasn't that much, but I'm still gonna pay for it. Like they still do it. They might not have been happy to do that, but when they get to that concert, they be happy as hell. Other people they be like, oh, it's only 1,000. It's only 1,000. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna pay for that. Same with education. Of course, not everybody likes paying for that, but some people are happy to do that. Um, Same with vehicle repairs. Now, of course, not everybody's happy to do that, but there are some people where they see the price, they're like, oh, it's only that much. I'm happy to do that. Here, take even more. I'm gonna tip you even. You know, understand that people aren't buying money, they're buying value. So if your product, service, knowledge, or skill genuinely improves someone's life, many people will happily exchange money for it. Like there's people that will see you giving something for free. They're like, no, bro, like let me pay you. Like I've experienced that. Like, bro, I'm trying to give something for free. They're like, no, bro, I have to pay you. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna take the bread. Like I ain't gonna say no. You hear me? But yeah, like that happens. Your job is not to convenience people. Your job is to become valuable and make that value easy to find through your marketing, through sales, funnels, and different systems. So, and I didn't mean to say, I meant to say convince people. You're not, your job's not to convince people. You know what I'm saying? Your job is just to become valuable and then make the value easy to access through these different things. Um, so yeah, become value, share value, circulate value. Wealth is the natural result of that. So real quick, I'm gonna check the chat. Let me know if y'all understand those things so far. Um, and yeah, let me see what's up. Let me see what. Yo, what's good, my guy? What's good, bro? What's up? I got a good money making opportunity kid you on Discord. Sorry in the description. All right, but yeah, hit me up on Discord, bro. Yes, bro. Yeah, okay, bet. I can't wait to see what the research document looks like, bro. Yeah, I did. That joke's gonna be lit for sure. Um, Appreciate you, Joseph Abundance. Facts. Peace. Yeah, facts. It'd probably be me, or is it lagging? Not a real good for me. Chat was lagging. Bib had to refresh the chat. That's fact. I bet. Yeah. So y'all understood that. Y'all got that. You feel me? That's clicking. That's clicking inside y'all's head. You feel me? I'm gonna assume that it is. We're gonna get to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I made a bad error though. I made a really bad error that I usually never make, bro. I swear to God, yo. Usually when Mercury goes retrograde, bro, like I don't be affected by that. I be the one who's cracking jokes like, look at all these people talking about Mercury retrograde. But bro, that shit's been fucking me up. Like, bro, I've been scheduling classes on the wrong days and shit like that. You feel me? I've been fucking like missing certain messages and stuff like that. Like, shit has been like, this Mercury retrograde has actually been fucking me up. Like, genuinely, you know? Yeah, but anyway, I gotta continue with what I'm doing right now. I gotta make up for my mistakes after this live stream. But anyway, this part is about limiting mindsets to let go of. Now, this one is gonna be triggering. I did that on purpose. Just let me explain. Do not get mad. Like this one right here. When I put like the mindset, we shouldn't have to pay to live on this planet. I get the mindset. I understand it, but we need to replace that at some point because. In a way, technically, in a way, everything, in a way, quote unquote, pays to live on Earth. And if you don't pay to live on Earth, systems begin to collapse. Now, I'm not saying that everything pays with money. The money system and the way that shit's corrupt as fuck. So I'm not trying to say that niggas is inherently wrong for saying this. I'm just saying that if you want to really start having more wealth, you're gonna want to change this in a way. Okay, you understand that the beliefs that I put here definitely can keep you stuck and block value from flowing to you. If you let go of these things, you will be able to better create, share, and receive value freely. So let's do the one that might be triggering. We shouldn't have to pay to live on this planet. Once again, I understand. But let's replace that with everything survives through value exchange. Nature, once again, constantly generates this principle. Like I said, trees take sunlight and give oxygen. Bees take nectar and pollinate flowers. Earthworms consume waste and enrich the soil. Animals eat plants, then return the nutrients back into the ecosystem through their poop. Humans, right? A farmer plants seeds and then the earth grows food. Then the farmer has food, eats the food, and then replants the seed. So in that way, a farmer does still pay to live on earth when it comes to growing their food. It just might not cost money, but it does cost time and nurturing the plant and watering it and stuff like that, right? A garden has to care for the soil, and then the soil makes healthy crops. If you water fruit trees, the trees produce fruit. If somebody protects a forest, the forest continues providing clean water, oxygen, food, and wildlife. You know? Even like with ancient humans, right? Like when they would take from the earth and then they would just poop on earth, and then the poop on the earth would fertilize just like animals do it. You know what I'm saying? When we only take those, systems collapse, which is what a lot of humans are doing right now, where they're just fucking taking and not giving back. And that's why Earth is the physical earth and the ecosystems and shit, they're fucking going down because niggas keep on taking and not goddamn giving. So for example, if you remove nutrients from the soil without restoring it, now crops stop growing. If you overfish a lake, there's no fish left. That's why farmers raise animals and breed them. They need to keep on making animals, they need to still let them grow. Take some, let more grow. Take some, let more grow. Yeah. Cutting down forests without replanting it, this leads to erosion. This leads to an increase in erosion and ecosystems begin collapsing. If we continually take from the earth without giving back, eventually the earth has less to give us. The same principle applies to society. If everybody only wanted to receive, nothing would be created. Life flourishes because value continues circulating. So, even if you're not paying in money, you need to pay through something. You need to provide something to life, whether you're providing to the earth or you're providing to people. You got to provide something though. If you want to receive value, you got to give value. If you want to receive from the earth, you got to give to the earth. As a collective, humans must do that. Of course, humans are fucking doing bullshit and they're fucking up this principle. But that's why if you want to be a person that eventually stops that, you need to take on this principle. You see? Another mindset that can prevent you. Money is evil because evil people have it. Replace that. Understand that money is not based on morality, it is based on perceived value. Corrupt people can still create products that millions of people value. Technology, medicine, transportation, entertainment, software, education. People find these things valuable. That's why, like a lot of these corrupt people, yeah, they're corrupt, but shit, you still buy their iPhone because the shit is valuable. Nigga, I got an iPhone right now. And you can say, I'm just gonna buy your Android. The nigga who made the Android, some nigga at the top, he probably also corrupt shit too. You know? Same with medicine. Some medicine fucks you up, but people think that is good for you, so they fucking take that shit and they'll spend a lot of money on that shit. Other medicine actually is valuable, so of course you pay for that. And regardless of who made the medicine, it's still valuable, right? So like there's several different things that we use that are valuable, but the people who made them, they might be corrupt. They don't have money because they're corrupt. They have it because they actually did provide value. It just so happens that the person doing it was a fucked up person, but shit, they still benefited you in some kind of way. So likewise, kind people can create enormous value too. Just because you're not evil doesn't mean that you can't get money. You know what I'm saying? Value is morally neutral. People choose how they use it, right? You can use your value to heal, build, teach, inspire, help, or you could use it to fucking exploit people, manipulate, hurt, deceive, and destroy. Being intelligent, creative, strong, or persuasive is not inherently good or evil. Those qualities simply just become tools. Money works the same way. People choose whether or not they're going to use their value for good or for harm. So some people use their intelligence to make things that people find valuable, but actually destroys people. You know what I'm saying? The intelligence itself isn't evil, but how they used it, yeah, well, that can, become very distorted, right? But that's important to understand. It's not evil. Just because a lot of evil people have money, that don't mean that money is inherently evil. They just understood that shit. If I keep providing value to these people, they're gonna keep on paying me, even if I'm a fucked up person. And what they begin to do is that they begin to this is why monopolies are supposed to be illegal. But let's be real, they still create fucking monopolies to this day, where you have corporations like a monopoly. For those of y'all who don't know, that's like if McDonald's was the only burger joint. You know what I'm saying? If you could only get burgers from McDonald's, that's a monopoly because you could only get that thing from McDonald's. But instead, several people can make burger joints. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, even with that principle, shit, like iPhones are damn near a fucking monopoly, bro. Although people still buy Androids, bro. Like niggas is like, and nigga, I got an iPhone too. I fuck with them shits. I can't lie. I can't lie. You feel me? So that's my point, though. Like, what happens is that in the world, a lot of these corrupt people, they try to control the systems. It's like they try to be the only person that you buy something from. They try to control the wealth like that, opposed to having it equally distributed, Look, look. So look, I'm not a communist by any means, right? But at the same time, I possibly might align with some of their values. And here's why. When I was in school, right, I remember that I was hearing about like socialism and communism versus capitalism. And I was like, yo, why? I think it was socialism. I'm like, yo, why does socialism kind of sound valid? Because like I think with socialism, and I could be like kind of butchering this shit, right? But I'm pretty sure they try to distribute the wealth equally. Now, capitalism is like, no, like you're responsible for making your own money, which I think there needs to be like a mix where the things that you do allow you to make your own money. And you shouldn't have to share with somebody who's not doing nothing for the community. Like if someone lives in a community and they're not doing nothing for it, like you gotta at least be a cool nigga to hang around. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas like, for example, let's be honest. There's men out here that will pay for a woman's whole lifestyle just because she's pretty. She don't even got to be a good person, but they still find it somewhat enjoyable to be around this person, so they support that girl's lifestyle. So, like, if you in the village, you at least gotta have something, my nigga. If you have nothing, I do believe that we should not have to support you in a certain kind of way. You know, like I think that we should have it where niggas could have established homes, food, and water, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like there's probably a way to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to go into like how we should fucking reform our economy inside this video. I'm not gonna do all that, but what I am gonna say is the fact that there should be a way where like you're capped off, where it's like it's like if you make X amount of money, bro, I ain't going to say you can't keep on making money, but you got to like distribute that in a way that serves other people, bro. You just got to use your money to create opportunities for other people to provide value, and then they could get money, aka provide jobs for people. Use your wealth to make companies, have those companies support the world, and hire people to work at the company that supports the world. And because they provide value to the company pays them. This is what needs to happen with distributing wealth, you know? And I think socialism kind of mentions something like that with like the equal distribution shit. There got to be a balance where you could like make your money, but like you got it can't just be that one corporation owns all the fucking money. That shit is where stuff gets fucked up. One group should not be in full control of all the money. Like fuck no. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I get you might have made a whole bunch of microchips. You might have made the cell phones and all the software and shit like that. But god damn it, nigga. Find a way to spread that shit. Make companies hire people, let those people provide value, pay them and shit, and also make sure that the company supports the world, not just you. You feel me? Yeah. Like if I had a whole bunch of money, I would do that shit. Like I would like a lot of like I have a lot of people that are like, bro, I support you so much, bro. Like I want to do X, Y, and Z for you. I wish I could. Like I was just talking. Y'all just see me talk to Jaden, asking him about the research stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro, good at researching and he be sharing his research. I want to pay him for that at some point. Like right now, because I gotta, you know, focus on my needs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I ain't forcing him to do that for me either. But if he wants to do that, you know what I'm saying? He provide like he might provide me research. I provide him with some other shit. It might not be money, but we provide value with each other. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to pay people. Like I would love to pay something. Like if y'all was like, yo, bro, I would love to answer emails for you, nigga. I'd pay you for that. Like if I could, you feel me? Like I'd love to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care if my videos are edited. But shit, if there's an editor out there who supports me and they make fire ass videos, bro, I would love to pay them just to edit my shit. I don't even care to have my shit edited. You know what I'm saying? But I would do it just to help someone else get some goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? And it might also benefit everybody watching because the edits could be dope as fuck and make the video more engaging, you know? So yeah. Here's another mindset. Oh, my fault. I almost read this one. I gotta read this one. So yeah, I hope you understand that part. But yeah, let go of the mindset of I don't have value. That's not true. Everybody has value because value is based on perception. Here's examples of value that you might have. If someone thinks you're funny, that's valuable. If you're good at listening, that's valuable. If you're artistic, that's valuable. If you're patient, people find that valuable. If you fix cars, obviously. You cook great food, pretty obvious. Someone feels safe around you, that's valuable. You're organized, that's valuable. You're strong, valuable. Understand computers, come on now. You explain difficult ideas in a simple way. Yeah. You motivate people. Yeah. Somewhere or someone somewhere needs what you naturally have. Your natural gifts become valuable when they improve another person's life or solve a problem. You see? Now the thing is, someone might think that you're funny, but you're not like overly funny. But you could make yourself more funny. Like you could invest in that skill. And investing is not just money, investing time into that, investing practice and shit like that, sacrificing things that take you away from being fun, whatever the fuck it is, right? You know, this is a big one too. Life isn't fair. That's why I don't have money. Replace that with life isn't perfect. You know, it's not like ideal in the way that we think, but money follows value exchange. You may genuinely already have valuable skills, knowledge, or gifts, but if you never share them, people can't exchange value with you. So like you don't it's not that life isn't fair, that's why you don't have money. No, the reason why is because the you're I don't want to inherently say that you're not providing enough value, because you could work at a job and you're providing a lot of value and they are underpaying you, right? But essentially you're not expressing the value that's needed in order to make more money. You could have certain skills, but you're not promoting those skills and receiving money from it, so you're not rich, you know. um there's certain jobs that might be hiring right now, but there's certain six-figure jobs, seven-figure jobs that might be hiring right now, but you cannot get that job because you don't. No offense, like this applies to me too, nigga. We don't got the skills for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't take on like a fucking one. I can't take on a seven-figure job that deals with like rocket science, nigga. I can't provide that value. I don't know how to do rocket science. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's opportunities out there, but if you can't provide the value for that, then you can't make the money from the opportunity. But luckily, there's things inside of you that are valuable that if you just were to grow that value and then share it, you could make more money. But yeah, if you don't plant any seeds, you can't expect to harvest. If you keep all your products locked inside your house, you can't wonder why nobody buys them. If you hide your value, no one's going to buy that. There's no sales that are made. The world can only return value that has been first offered. The more that you create value, share value, and circulate value, the more money comes back to you. The more consistently you create, share, and circulate value, the more opportunities exist for value to return to you. Instead of asking, why don't I have money? Ask yourself, what value can I create and how can I make it easier for the world to receive it? Hello? Come on now. Come on now. Now, for like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Hello. We have two more charts, family. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all saying now. We got two more charts. Let me know. Is it clicking for y'all? Is y'all understanding it? Is y'all getting it? Real quick, I see we got 29 people, only 24 likes. Can I get those extra 5 likes? You know what I'm saying? Can you support your boy and get me them extra 5 likes? I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Mercury and Gatorade. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just like, no, I used to call Mercury Gatorade to make fun of it. Yeah, I'm saying, bro, it be like that. Yeah, that John cooking me. Because Anchor is probably Universe is probably the first time we'll see the true mix between social and capitalism. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Or just move the titles and build a new. Yeah, facts. What if you choose a career that's not your soul's path to do? It's common to get burnt out, better and seek to point reflecting. Yeah, so with this right here, this is a perfect question because this goes to the point, right? Your soul's path, right? If you look at the natural value that you have and start sharing that, you'll get the money and that'll be for your soul's path. But if you do a job that's like not in your soul's path, like if you're working a job that might pay you a lot, but it's not fulfilling you, you can still make money, but you might just not feel good while doing it until you get to a point where you're able to make money doing something else that you actually care about doing. Because you could provide value and not enjoy what you're doing. Like right now, Actually, I'll say it like this, bro. My character, my human self, was on the path to becoming a computer engineer in a computer. I'll say really an ethical hacker. I was actually taking classes for that. But I was gonna say like a computer, like a cyber security specialist. There we go. I was gonna be a computer engineer and a cybersecurity specialist, my nigga. And that shit was low-key kind of fun, but I wanted to do other things. And I had the chance to go to school. You know what I'm saying? I could have easily started making money by just helping niggas build their computer. You feel me? I could have made money off that. That shit would have worked, but I wouldn't have like felt as fulfilled as I am doing this that I'm doing right now, you know? So yeah. Okay, this Michael. Yeah. What's good, bro? Yeah, I know someone like you wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about that though. You know what I'm saying? You could try to do all the alhamdulillah for the last shalams that you want, but if you want a guaranteed method, find value inside yourself. You know what I'm saying? Develop that value and share that value with people. It's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I appreciate you. Understood. Yeah, yo, what's good, my guy? What's popping, bro? You know what I'm saying? Love you. I love you too, my guy. All love for sure. Love from Oz. Yo, love for you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oz. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the type of feeling being alignment isn't also in that type of feeling. Yeah, that's a fact. Technically, yeah. Alignment when it comes to overall being in alignment with yourself, yeah, you're technically always in alignment. And even you feeling negative feelings is helping you to be in alignment. Because sometimes negative feelings tell you that I don't like this shit, and that puts you more in alignment. You see? Now you can be out of alignment with other things. Like you could be like, for example, the lower timelines and the higher timelines that you can experience can both still be a part of being aligned with your soul's journey. So it might be in your soul's journey to go through a lower timeline. So what I mean, so in a sense, you can be out of alignment with higher timelines, but in the same breath, you're still in alignment with your soul's journey. And regardless of the higher or the lower timeline, you're going to get to where you need to be at the very end anyway. Facts. To win, but I'll do other kinds to win, but when I take my ticket to see if I win, I don't. I mean, this is why you should just do this method instead. Hey, let's just do all we figure out in person here. I mean, yeah, honestly, bro, like it's the point, like if you start serving your purpose, bro, you're gonna make money. Most likely. Because part of your purpose, it deals with what you naturally like to do. And the things that you naturally like to do, there's likely a way that you can make money off that. For example, my girlfriend, right? She just loves making jewelry for herself. She could also sell it if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend actually did this one right here. She liked doing her own nails. So guess what? She started doing other people's nails. It makes money off that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you might be people into spirituality. You might be very into spirituality. And because like that's what I was just into this for myself. At some point, I'm like, shit, I got results inside of my path. I'm gonna share it with other people, you know? I still haven't seen anything. Everyone in my soul. If instead of trying to see something, simply just meditate, get into a good state, and then ask yourself and answer your own question. Because deep down inside, you already know the answer. You know what you want to do. Simply just do it. You know what I'm saying? This right here, you can make money off the game. I know you can't stream right now, but maybe in the future you can, or maybe there's other things that you enjoy more than just the game. There might be other things that bring more fulfillment than just playing the video game that you could also do, you know. But yeah, when it comes to this, when it comes to knowing your purpose, just ask yourself, like get into a state and then ask yourself, because no one is going to tell you your purpose better than you. You're the one that made your purpose. So instead of trying to get these answers from somewhere else, get it from yourself, you know? And let me just put this out there. I have a 2-week program and a 1-month program coming up. I already built it and stuff like that. I'm already practicing with people and stuff like that. It's gonna be all about, so the 2-week one's a spiritual accelerator. You take that shit, it's going to accelerate your path immediately. You're gonna know how to get into with your spirit, how to find your purpose, how to live that, all that shit. The 4-month one's a bit deeper. It's a bit more deeper work. You know, you get the alignment, the acceleration, you get all that shit, plus the deeper stuff that you need to build the real foundations to grow more beyond just my coaching. But even the 2-week one's gonna be dope. Now, that shit's gonna cost bread. That shit's gonna cost money, but it's actually cheaper than you might think when you actually. So, for example, right? If you were to book 2 1-hour sessions with me, that would cost, let me see, 185 times 2, that's 370. Now, the 2-week program comes with 3 calls, 2 1-hour calls, and then one last 15 to 30-minute call. Now, that 2-week program also comes with Telegram support and a whole bunch of other stuff too. I'm charging $285 for that. But that's cheaper than if you that's actually cheaper than if you went on my website and purchased 2 1-hour phone calls. So I'm actually selling it for less than what it's worth, to be honest. You feel me? Same with the 1-month program, you know. But we can talk more about that later, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll read this later because I want to get back to the value to how to make money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I feel really, y'all know how I said I made that mistake? I feel really fucking bad for doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what the mistake was, bro. And this does not be happening. Bro, I had a client today and I didn't know it because it wasn't on my calendar. And I didn't get any fucking like notification or nothing. And I only know because I see I got an email from that client. So now, see, that session was going to be 30 minutes. I'm going to give them an extra 30 for free because I feel bad. So I'm going to provide even more value without the extra payment just because I feel like I just damn near wasted their time. So I got to pay them for their time by letting them have an extra 30 minutes with me type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit do not be happening, gang. Like, that shit does not happen. Like, that's like there's been times where like this shit didn't schedule, but I caught that shit before like it got bad. But with this shit right here, I started going live. So I can't just end the live stream, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna make it up. And if you're watching this, the person I'm talking about, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't know how the fuck that happened. Granted, I'm sure that you're not like angry about it, you know, but I feel bad as fuck. So we gonna do an hour. I'm gonna hit that person up after this. Anyway, how to make money. How to make money. So there are 3 main things that you need to do to make money, and then 3 things that come after that. You need to understand your value, develop your value, then exchange your value. This will let you receive money. But when it comes to exchanging your value, what does that look like? It looks like structuring your value, marketing your value, and then selling your value. So let's talk about that. First things first, understanding your value. Everybody has something that's valuable. The first step is discovering what that is. Ask yourself, what am I naturally good at? What do people ask me for help with? That's a big one. Nigga, I got on YouTube because niggas kept asking me questions that I already answered several times about spirituality. I'm like, nigga, fuck that. I'm about to post on YouTube. And mind you, as a kid, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. Now, when it came to doing this, like sharing my opinions and stuff, I didn't imagine this at all. This was not in the plan. You feel me? But, you know, it happened. I did always want to do this. And I naturally started to just share my wisdom on here because I wanted to help other people because they kept asking me shit. I didn't want to keep repeating myself. Over time, this became this became a real source of income. Granted, I'm not like fucking balling yet, but at some point I know that YouTube is going to be, but aside from that, I do coaching and other shit too, you know? So, you know, I've been able to I've been able to make money off of stuff that people ask me for help with. Think about what problems can you solve? What knowledge do you have? And what skills you already have that you can actually improve? Example, if you just naturally enjoy explain if you just naturally enjoy explaining things, you can become a tutor. You can teach somebody about whatever it is that you like to explain. If you love fitness, you can become a trainer. If you love editing videos, start editing videos for businesses that you actually enjoy. If you understand computers, fix computers. If you love cooking, open a catering business. If you enjoy organizing, start a home organization business. Or even fuck even going inside the person's home, you could just literally you could become a coach that helps people organize their goddamn life together. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoy organizing and you're also like a party person, niggas, start organizing events, organize parties, and get paid for that. Your natural gifts become valuable when they solve problems for others. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Next, develop your value. Once you know your value, increase it. The more valuable you become, the more problems you can solve, the more people you can help, and the more opportunities that exist for money to flow towards you. For example, right now, I don't have like the best communication, right? I can speak decently well, it's good. People say I'm well spoken, I be getting on my own ass, to be honest. But if you watch my older videos, you can see that my speaking definitely has improved. And because my speaking has improved, more people can actually understand what I'm saying and better grasp it. You see? So here are different ways to develop your value. Learn better communication, learn how to sell things, learn how to market things, practice your craft more, gain certifications, read books, take courses, study mentors, invest in better tools. For example, a photographer might buy a better camera. A coach might learn more about psychology. A mechanic understands different kinds of engines. A teacher studies better teaching methods. I actually did this one when I was a assistant teacher. I started looking up how to better teach. That shit worked. You know what I'm saying? And it worked so much that the dean of the school literally wanted to like increase my fault. The person who owned the school wanted to pay me more money and wanted to give me certain positions that I couldn't get simply because I didn't have I didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I couldn't do certain extra things. Now, great, I didn't really want to do that shit anyway, but he was like, bro, like, you're really good at this, but I think you could do this. You could grow into that, eventually do this. I'm like, he gave me a whole fucking plan for how I could grow inside the school. But I didn't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't. You feel me? So I didn't do that. But I could have, you feel me? But yeah. And then the last thing is exchanging your value. Having value is not enough. People must be able to receive it. But what does exchanging your value actually look like? It happens through 3 steps. Number 1 is structuring your value, turning your value into something that people can receive. You can offer different services like coaching, tutoring, cleaning, clearing things out, lawn care, photography. You can offer products like courses, books, digital downloads, clothing, jewelry, artwork, software. You can offer different systems like memberships, communities, building agencies, apps, businesses, subscriptions. Without structure, people cannot receive your value. Once you have the structure, you need to market your value. People cannot buy something that they do not know exists. Marketing simply helps people discover your value. You might make YouTube videos, you might have Instagram posts, before and after photos, giving helpful advice, helping somebody for free, speaking at events, getting referrals, doing a word of the month. Sometimes you help somebody for free and then they experience your value and they end up wanting more. And then you can point them towards your product, service, membership, coaching, or business where they can receive even more value. Marketing is not about manipulation. It's about making your value visible. There has been many times where I have assisted people for free just to assist them. And they're like, yo, bro, I want to work with you long term. Luckily, I'm like, okay, bet you can sign up for this, but I didn't have other long term things, which now I do have the 2-week John and the 1-month John. You know what I'm saying? So now there's another, like, if someone books a coaching call, they're like, y'all want to work with you for long term. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have the structure, you don't have a funnel, they can't pour into you. Then the last step is selling your value. Once someone understands your value, complete the exchange. So an example, a coach enrolls someone into coaching. A photographer actually sends the invoice. A tutor books another lesson. A mechanic completes the repair, then accepts the payment. An artist sells their artwork. Selling is not just taking from people. Selling is completing a fair exchange of value. When you genuinely improve someone's life, allow yourself to receive value in return. Many people sabotage themselves by undercharging, feeling guilty, never asking for payment, and giving everything away for free. Low key, I give out a lot of sauce for free. What I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm about to show. I have books about money, bro. I read the money books. You know what I'm saying? I've been inside certain, like, I want to, okay, so people online, right? You have a lot of spiritual content creators that essentially, well, you have a lot of spiritual content creators, quote unquote spiritual. They'll sell courses about manifestation and stuff like that, right? And like how to do it, how to build wealth and stuff like that. I'm trying to tell you, the shit that they're gonna teach you is what I'm telling you for free. And it's not like I'm taking someone else's wisdom. This is shit that I already fucking understood before going to certain shit. So I'm like, nigga, you could find this shit online for free already. I'm just another nigga who's paying online for free. Now, granted, like, there are things you could buy that are valuable that will help you. Like, let's say you pay to learn a certain kind of skill. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But like a lot of these money books, and like, they just tell you this shit right here, bro. You feel me? So yeah, if you've created real value, receiving payment is now agreed. It's simply completing the exchange. Like, honestly, I could have charged y'all for this. You know what I'm saying? And that could have been a sale. Like, I could have marketed I could have made a video where I only shared the first 2 charts, and I said, pay me for the last 3. You know what I'm saying? And I would have said, well, shit, this shit was pretty valuable. I could pay an extra $10 for the last 3. So I could have did that. That would have been selling it. Like, already, this is right. What I'm doing right now is low-key a form of marketing, in the sense that people are gonna say, oh, he has wisdom. Maybe he could help me with other things. They might want to pay me for that. You know what I'm saying? I could close the deal, right? But I'm just doing this shit off the strength. Like, I'm not really trying to make money off this shit at all. Like I said, bro. I mean, of course, YouTube, I want YouTube to pay me. And shit, I do hope that a lot of people see this, just because one, is gonna help, and then 2, the more people who see it, the more money I get. So in that sense, I'm cool with taking payment. But like, I don't want to like be like, hey, you have to pay me to do this. You have to pay me to teach you. Like, nah. Well, other shit you could pay me, but not to learn how to make money. So yeah, the complete process: understand your value, discover your gifts and what problems you can solve, develop your value, improve your skills, knowledge, and ability to help others. Exchange your value, make your value available for others to receive. Structure your value, package your value into services, products, and systems. Market your value, show people your value in ways they can discover it. Sell your value, guide people to take action and complete the exchange. Then receive the money, receive the payment, and that completes the cycle. And then reinvest in yourself and become even more, whether you're putting money into yourself, whether you're just putting time into yourself, reinvest in yourself and continue growing your value to eventually receive more. We're going to have one more chart to review, which is going to deal with how to tap into the energy of wealth. You know, it's a bit more metaphysical in a sense, but it's also very practical. So yeah, don't chase money. Simply just understand your value, develop your value, and exchange your value. You exchange it by structuring it, marketing it, and selling it. After that, money naturally follows the value that you provide to the world. Let me check the chat. Let me know if y'all understanding that. If you have any questions about what I just said, let me know. You feel me? Let me know. You real for that? Hey, bro. One might say that, but honestly, I better give her them extra 30 minutes. I better do that. That's how I feel. I feel like, nigga, you better do. That's the least you could do, my nigga. The fuck? It's the least I could do. But nah, yeah, I try to, really like make sure that I compensate when I fuck up. I want a peaceful. This can happen. I'm telling you can really achieve that if you follow what I'm telling you, bro. I work with children and around me, older folk, and all of them say I have a gift and I should be entertaining people instead of being at work. I don't want that. I just want to manifest sources of money. Bro, if you want to here's the thing, right? You can't just receive without giving, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's give and take. You can't just take. You can't just expect someone to give you $1 million without providing a funnel to receive $1 million. This is I ain't gonna lie, Michael. I love having you in these live streams because like you be saying this, like the way that you think, a lot of people think like this. You're just bold enough to say that shit. And it's an example of like this is a perfect example of one of the issues people have. They want the money, but they don't want to give something to receive that money. Life is all about give and take. Life supports those who support life. So if you begin to make those funnels to receive, you can really, and it could be peaceful. Like, I ain't saying you got to entertain people, but you should find something that you can do that provides value, which you also enjoy. Increase the value, then share it with others. Actually, I'll read this right now. Channel humans, library runs all the time, be dedicated his whole life to it. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like this can't work. You can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But if you want this is gonna work for sure, do what I'm telling you for sure. You know what I'm saying? As library as possible, the people who is seeing who works for put art into it. It's usually not as simple as wanting. Yeah, it's not that simple at all. To be honest, those who give the most will receive more. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's in the back end, but you got to be able to give. You got to be able to give and be able to properly receive. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some people give and they give and they give and they give and they never take back. You feel me? Some just give and don't receive. Like Michael, you might be entertaining niggas for free when they could be paying your ass. I'm not saying that's what it actually has to be, but my point is like imagine me if I was just like I wish that I could literally, like, a lot of y'all really enjoy how I teach things. A lot of y'all trust me. Y'all know I'm legit. Y'all know I can help y'all, right? And like y'all ask me a lot of questions. Like I have DMs and Discord messages which are just fucking flooded right now. And like I get back to people, but like shit, bro. Like I wish I could just work with everybody one-on-one like all day, but like that's very draining, bro. And like I need compensation for that. So it's like I could just be giving. You feel me? And never receive it. Oh my God, super chat. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, my guy. Yo, I feel like I seen your face. And then I gotta hit you up. I think yeah. I gotta hit you up, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna hit you up, bro, after the live stream, my guy. Because I think I noticed you earlier today in my comments, and then I think also in my DMs too. I'm gonna hit you back, my guy, for sure. I appreciate that payment most definitely. And like I said in the beginning of the video, y'all don't gotta feel obligated. You know what I'm saying? My boy just saw the value. He's like, hey, bro, here. You feel me? Take it. Here's your payment. Take it. I said that you don't gotta do that. He just did it. You feel me? So yeah, we got to be able to receive, because some people do give a lot and they don't know how to charge. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta yes, give, but also receive. You feel me? Some people only want to receive, some people only want to give. We need balance. Contribute to the flow. This is a fact. And the flow is giving and receiving. You can't just only give. You fucking up the flow, my nigga. You just give and give. You're not keeping the flow going. You know what I'm saying? Just draining yourself. not circulating that. Facts. All right, let's get to the last chart. And once again, I appreciate all super chats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, never feel obligated. But if y'all just feel like y'all want to do that and y'all have the money to do that, even if it's just like $2, bro, like y'all don't gotta feel like I want to do a super chat, but I can't give 100. But you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even sweat that, bro. If you want to throw me freaking 59 cents, my nigga, I'll take that shit. Because this is really free. You don't gotta give me nothing. The only thing I really want is that like. You know what I'm saying? Like the video and hype it up when you got the chance. You know what I'm saying? But now it's time to understand how to connect with the energy and the intelligence of wealth. Understand that wealth is an abundance of value. When you align with wealth, richness becomes the natural result. So, what's the difference between being rich and being wealthy? If you're rich, that means that you have a lot of money right now. This deals with people that win the lottery, or if you receive a large inheritance, or if you get like a big sports contract, or like a sudden business sale. If you're rich, that means that you might have millions, but if you don't know how to keep it, grow it, and exchange that value, it begins to disappear. Richness doesn't have to be, but definitely can be temporary. So the goal is not to inherently become rich. The goal is to become wealthy. See, if you're wealthy, that means that you have the ability to continually create, receive, preserve, grow, and exchange value. So if you're able to always solve problems for others, continually improve your skills, build assets and systems, and reinvest in value, then a wealthy person builds a machine that keeps producing value. Wealth naturally creates richness, and wealth is sustainable. Wealth is an abundance of value. You see? You have an abundance of value, not just financially, but you also have the skills to keep the finances. Mad people get money and just blow that shit. Nigga, I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say. But I've seen it. I've seen that shit, bro. I've seen niggas, bro, that shit be, I've seen niggas touch so much bread. They touch so much bread and don't know what the fuck to do with it. I'm like, bitch, if I had that shit, stop it. But granted, at the time that they was touching that bread, I probably wouldn't have known what to do with the bread either. Like now, I know what to do, but back I want to know what to do. And even now, I'm still learning a lot more shit to do with that bread. Like I ain't gonna act like I'm ready for a milli. If I got a milli, I would just not touch that shit until I know what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I might take out like 100K, and I would take out 100K. And I would just use that 100K to sustain my life and not buy no extra shit. Like if I'm gonna buy some extra shit, I had to make that money for some other. You know what I'm saying? Like I would use 100K just to fucking survive for a few years as I figure out what the fuck to do with that extra 900K. I would probably take out like a couple more. Like I probably take out maybe like 200K, and I know to do that 200K, but the rest of that shit, I don't know what the fuck to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So like certain shit. Like I can receive a certain amount right now, and I know exactly what the fuck to do. But when the numbers get a little bit too high, nigga, I'll take it, but I ain't gonna touch that shit until it's time, because I still gotta figure out certain logistics behind how to build certain shit and do certain shit. I got basic ideas about what to do with a milli, but how to fully enact that idea, I'm still learning. So yeah, wealth is an abundance of value. Money is simply just one expression of wealth. But once again, value exists in many forms. Knowledge, skills, relationships, time, opportunities, health, resources, money, all that shit. The more value that you possess, the more value you can actually exchange. The more value that you exchange, the more value returns back to you. Having value creates more value. If you have an abundance of value, you get more value. So, something that you can do beyond just you want to understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? Understand this for a fact. Well, understand these two things for a fact, but then also begin doing this. If you want to align with the energy and the intelligence of wealth, see value everywhere. Wealthy people ask, where's the value in this? How can I provide value? How can I solve a problem? Whatever the hell, right? So even if something bad happened, even if you lost a job, you can see the value of that, where now this can provide the opportunity to build your business. Let's say you've been struggling with life for years, but you overcame certain struggles. Well, shit, now you can become a coach and help thousands of people overcome that struggle. Even if it's just addiction. Like, let's say you had an addiction to fucking nicotine, you overcame that shit. Now you can help other addicts if you want to do that. If you hear somebody complain about a problem, you can build a business that solves that problem. That's what wealthy people do. You could literally read one book, right? And then discover an idea that can change your life direction. You know what I'm saying? See, you can look like what there's a book that you have right now. For instance, I'm about to give y'all some easy ass shit. This book right here, right? It's called Shakti Mantras. This book has different mantras inside the book. It talks about different things that the mantras do. I think it talks about how to pronounce it too, right? Yeah. Goes into all that shit. Nigga, I could make money off reading this one book. Want to know? See, this is nigga. You could, my nigga. Like, I'm trying to help y'all to really start eating in this bitch. This shit don't gotta be hard, bro. Like, I'm about to give one of y'all a fucking idea that y'all can literally do right the fuck now. Like me, I kind of, in a way, I guess I kind of use this, but not really. But I could make money off this book by learning these mantras, understanding what they're supposed to do, and then start talking to people, finding out what they're lacking inside their life, and then sell them a goddamn mantra. I could go into a coaching call too, right? Because there's more than just like what the mantra does. Like it goes into the it goes into some shit. I could make a service where the first week of the goddamn service, like this could be its own 2-week program. Nigga, the first week of the service, we get to understand you, what your issues are, what you're going through, all that shit. Second week is finding the perfect mantra or mantras for you, and then teaching you how to properly pronounce them shits. I could make 200 off that, and somebody would pay me for it. If I were to highlight, because I could highlight how the mantras could be that valuable. The mantra the mantra consists of specific tones and frequencies that genuinely tune your body to respond in this way. That's actually fucking true. Like if like, although I'm not gonna do that in a way, like since I know these mantras, and if I talk to a person and I think they cool, I think a mantra might help them, they might book a coaching call and I'll give them a goddamn mantra. Like, hey, try this shit out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Based upon talking to people, I know it might work best for them. You feel me? So if it's mantras, I'm gonna give you a mantra. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not making a whole service off of mantras alone, but I really could. Like, in my, like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, once I understood these principles, bro, in my fucking mind, bro, I swear to God, my mind is a goddamn money machine. The only reason I'm not as fucking rich as I could be, like, the only reason I don't have as much money as I could be, because although I got these ideas, I don't want to enact all these shits. Like, there's several ideas that I have in my mind about how to make money, but I'm not going to do that shit. Some of them's kind of fucked up. Like, here's one fucked up idea. Nigga, I could easily make an AI woman, right? And then make an OnlyFans for that AI woman, and then have men sign up for the OnlyFans. And here's the finesse. I don't even gotta really have the pictures being too nasty. It could be just bikini pictures. The thing that would hook niggas is DMing them privately, making them think that they're talking to an actual female and making them feel like that actual female is seeing them. I could easily do that. In fact, some of y'all might hear that and say, I'm about to get a bag off that. I'm not doing that shit. That just feel grimy to me. But like, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, when you understand these basic principles, bro, of how to see value everywhere, bro, your mind will just be like, yo, I can make money off of this, off of this, off of that, off of that. And like you'll start having ideas where it's like, bitch, like I wish I was a person that actually wanted to do this shit. Like if I wanted to do this shit, bitch, I'd be fucking rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. So yeah, like that's a fact. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Meeting a person. You know what I'm saying? So that was the book thing. This one book can make money. You know what I'm saying? Same with this book, right? Actually, I haven't even fully read this book yet. But like, nigga, you could read this book, learn about Kriya Yoga, then start teaching that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Granted, I wouldn't say do that in a sense like this one book. You can't be like a fully certified Kriya Yoga teacher, but like just basic concepts you can give to people. You know what I'm saying? With these different kinds of books. This book right here contains a fucking practice to help you purify your energies. Nigga, if you learn this book, master that practice, you can start charging people to teach them that shit. Literally. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool though. So yeah. But yeah, also a relationship, right? You might meet one person, but that person opens doors for the next 20 years. Like, if you guys, like a lot of y'all found me because you watched the podcast, you watched Jeff Mara, you watch the Paradigm Experience, you watch my boy Andre, you guys might watch my boy King Cash and y'all found me through him. Some people find Cash through me. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like meeting people can provide you value also. See the value in people. Like connections are valuable, but don't make fake connections. Like for example, with Alchemist, right? I don't fuck with Alchemist off of what he could do for me. I just fuck with the Alchemist. Like I'm not like I didn't even ask him to come on his platform. Like with all these different people, I didn't ask for them to put me on their platform. They asked me because they saw the value in me also. They're like, nigga, you got value. I want to host you. I'm like, okay, bet. And I'm like, shit, since I fuck with your energy, I'm gonna do that shit. Like every podcast I've been on, Jeff Mara, I fuck with Jeff Mara. He asks good ass questions. I fuck with Paradigm. He's a good ass person. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Superior Self. He's pretty fucking dope. I fuck with him. I fuck with Expanded Minds podcast. Very curious mind right there. I fuck with Alchemist, real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Cash. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually fuck with these people. So I'm saying it because don't build connections off of like they can do this for me. Know what they can do for you, but don't expect it out of them. Like actually form bonds that you actually enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And also bring something to the table. Like I couldn't be on Jeff Mara if I was to speak about Jeff Mara topic shit, leaving the body. And like if I didn't have wisdom to share, I can't be on no goddamn Jeff Mara. You know what I'm saying? Like there's many people who are on YouTube that might want to be on Jeff Mara, but they can't be on Jeff Mara because Jeff Mara don't want to. Jeff Mara's like, the shit you talking about, I don't really want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that the person don't got value. It just means that the value that they have, Jeff Mara don't want that shit. And by the way, I fuck with Jeff Mara. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to act like, but what I'm not trying to do is I'm not trying to act like if you get on Jeff Mara, you're just big shit. Like, I think if you get on Jeff Mara, that's pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Jeff. I fuck with Jeff in his channel. It's a pretty big channel too, you know what I'm saying? Relatively big, depending on how you define big and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to say like, oh, because someone's on there, they fucking crack the code. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. You feel me? But my point is the fact that if people have value, bring value to the table also. You feel me? And this part right here adds on to this. Even difficult experiences contain value. Don't just look for value in what feels good. Some of the greatest value is hidden inside difficulty. So, for example, failure. Failure can teach you experience. Because you failed, you know all the pitfalls. Because you failed so many times, you can teach others how to not fail. Pain. Pain can build compassion. Shit, there's people who had been through a breakup, and now what they do is breakup counseling. That person went through a breakup, learned how to heal from the breakup. Now they help other people heal from breakups. You gotta have that. You gotta have that mindset. That's just like bitch values everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes give you wisdom. Criticism tells you what to improve. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like I make YouTube videos, bro. Niggas criticize me. Granted, some niggas just be on my dick. I ain't gonna lie. Other people, I'm like, bitch, that's valid. Thank you, nigga. I'm about to get better off this shit. Losing could teach you gratitude. Hardship builds resilience. A wealthy mindset always asks, what value is hidden here? Another thing, treat value like an intelligent current. Treat wealth like an intelligent, because nigga, it actually is. It's an intelligent energy that can flow through you. Value is moving all around you. When you learn to recognize it, you begin to participate in its flow. Your attention changes, your thoughts notice opportunities, your emotions become hopeful and curious, your behavior becomes proactive. Do you literally see how I could just pick up different books and automatically talk about how to make money off this shit? Nigga, I could pick up another fucking book, my nigga. Let me pull up this book right here. The School for Gods. This is a great book. I didn't even finish it, but I'm like halfway. Let me see. Actually, I'm on page 203. You feel me? It's like I'm a little bit under halfway through. But like, if you learn the concepts in this book, you can coach niggas by using the knowledge from this book. It's so easy to find ideas to make money, my nigga. Like, dead ass, this shit's actually easy. Even with fucking this shit. This book also teaches how to care for your melanin. So you can literally make a service about teaching people to understand melanin and how to properly care for that shit. The fuck? Come on now. When you align with wealth, my nigga, when you treat it like an intelligence, that shit just moves through you, my nigga. You start to notice wealth everywhere. Your thoughts notice opportunities. You feel hopeful. You feel like, bitch, this is value. All the pain, like literally, nigga, it got to a point, nigga. Literally, when I crashed my motherfucking car, I got a new car now. But when I crashed my car, my nigga, I tweaked for like 5 minutes in my mind. Then I made a fucking note like, bitch, I'm about to come up. Nigga, since then, I got a better car. I live with my fucking girlfriend, not inside my mom's crib, and I make more money from what I do with coaching than I did at my school job. Now, granted, I wish I could have did both, you know what I'm saying? But fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I get paid more for what I do now than my school job, you know what I'm saying? Now, understand, that wasn't hard to do. I was getting paid what you expect an assistant teacher to get paid. So it's not that much. A lot of y'all that have like a job, a lot of y'all still making more bread than me. So I'm not rich, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I do know it gets money. You know what I'm saying? I do. Although I might not have fucking like $1 million in my bank account right now, I promise you I have the value to create that. It's just about if I want that million. Not gonna lie, I'm not one of those people that's trying to be a millionaire, to be honest. Like, I only want to make, like, really, I just need money to sustain myself. Like, as long as I can fucking survive, I'm good. And I could buy things every here and there. I'm cool, right? What would really push me to make more money is using that money to help other people. That's the only reason now why I'm considering possibly getting millions of dollars, simply so that I can help other people. Like, and I'm like, y'all might not believe that, but I'm being dead ass, bro. Like, I never like as a kid, niggas must be like, I'm having $1 million. Like, but like, when I sat back, I'm like, I don't even want that much money. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that shit? Like, I just want to fucking, like, granted, like, if I get $1 million, I get $1 million. Like, I'm open to that, and I know it's possible if I just keep doing what I'm doing. That's possible as fuck. However, I'm not really pressing that. Technically, at some point, I would have made $1 million. Even if it's not in my bank account, at some point, I would have made $1 million at some point in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm making the same bread I make right now for several years, at some point that becomes $1 million. Some of y'all, like, if you make $50K a year, you made $1 million already. You just haven't held on to $1 million. That's the only difference, you know? But yeah, like, I'd only aspire to get more bread to help other people. You know what I'm saying? So I know I got the value to make $1 million for a fact. It's just about if I really want that much. And if I do, I'm gonna start pushing out more shit. Yeah, I'm gonna start providing more and more value because I already provide a lot of value now, and I low key undersell my value because I think that I don't want to break niggas' banks. You feel me? And I have enough to survive, so I ain't gonna fucking break your bank and make you pay some OD shit. You know what I'm saying? But if I ever need more bread, I'm gonna just provide more value. That's all I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So yeah, when you treat value as an intelligent current, you align with that current. You meditate on wealth, you feel wealth, you contemplate wealth, you contemplate value, what's valuable, how to increase value. You align with all that shit. You naturally begin to act on ideas and opportunities that you would have ignored before. The more you focus on value, the more value becomes visible. The more value becomes visible, the more value that you can see. I don't know what that's supposed to say. Actually, the more you focus on value, the more value becomes visible. The more value becomes visible, the more value that can flow to you. Here's what I know I want to say, nigga. The more value that becomes visible, the more value you can actually act on. Like if the more that you see value, the more you can provide the value and the more you can increase your own value. You know what I'm saying? Facts. I did not read this. I skipped. I was supposed to go from 5 then 6. Let me read this. Wealth requires receiving. You know what I'm saying? This is the difference between being rich and wealthy. So there's people who are rich but not wealthy. They receive value. In fact, they might receive a lot of value, but they don't keep it. They spend every paycheck. They never save it. They never invest it. They don't build assets. They don't reinvest in their self or their business. They're like a bucket with holes. No matter how much money comes in, it never stays. Wealthy people receive, preserve, grow, and exchange value. They save consistently, invest wisely, build assets, reinvest in skills and businesses, and allow value to remain and multiply. They're like a bucket that fills and overflows and waters more seeds of values. It's a bucket that overflows and fills up more buckets. This is why we align with wealth, not just richness. Being rich is an outcome. Wealth is the capacity to being rich is an outcome. Wealth is the capacity that continually produces that outcome. You see? And to become wealthy, treat that shit like a living current. You feel me? Like an intelligent, energetic current. Become a channel for value. Think of yourself as a river, not a reservoir. So, value flows into you via people, books, experiences, skills, ideas, nature, opportunity, whatever the fuck it is. Value just flows into you, right? This is why I mentioned health. If you prioritize value, you start receiving more value in many different ways, bro. So prioritize receiving value in every single way. At some point, value can begin to naturally flow out of you if you create and give based upon what you have received. You start teaching, creating, building, healing, leading, serving, solving problems. As more value flows through you, your capacity to hold, preserve, grow, and exchange value increases. That expanded capacity is wealth. Now, here's the wealth mindset. Ask yourself these questions daily. What value am I receiving today? What value can I create today? What value can I preserve? What value can I grow? What value can I exchange? What value is hidden in this situation, whether it's good or bad? The more consistently you ask these questions and ponder these things, the more your mind begins recognizing value automatically. Really ponder this shit. Sit on this shit, meditate on this shit, embody this. Final principle, do not chase money. Become someone who recognizes, creates, preserves, grows, and exchanges value. As your capacity for value expands, wealth and richness expand with it. Okay? The cycle of wealth. You see value. You recognize opportunities and hidden value. Then you create value. You use your skills, knowledge, and resources to help other people and solve problems. You preserve your value by protecting what you earn. You save, invest, and you build assets. You grow your value by multiplying what you have and reinvest and continuously improve your skills and what makes you valuable. You exchange value by offering value to others. You trade value for value. You receive value in the form of payment. You allow value to come to you. And of course, you reinvest and expand. You reinvest in yourself and your mission. You expand your impact. You see? So, nigga, that's how you manifest money, bro. Do everything I just fucking said. You know what I'm saying? Study this shit, ponder this shit, act on this shit. You feel me? It's as simple as motherfucking understanding your value, developing your value, and exchanging your value by structuring that value, marketing that value, and selling that value. That's what you got to do. Whether it's through like whether you make a fucking product or you fucking sell a service, whatever it is, I explained all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me check oh my God, I'm seeing super chats. Yo, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, let me put my background back up. First of all, what the hell? I'm seeing I didn't even peep the super chat. Your info is good. I appreciate you for the super chat. Yo, you steady coming through the super chats. You don't even got to do all that, and I appreciate you for doing it. You know? Facts. Real quick. I gotta reply to that client and tell them what happened. Even if they're inside here watching this, I gotta text them. I feel extremely. They waited for me though. I feel so bad. I didn't want to pay them. That's why I'm giving them 30 extra minutes. I'm gonna read y'all's questions. I promise y'all. Just keep on comment any questions. Let me know if y'all understood what I was just saying. Let me know if this was making sense. Let me know if you're gonna apply it. Let me know if you have any questions about what I said, and let me know if you have any questions in general, just about whatever the fuck. You feel me? I'm almost done, y'all. Almost done. All right. Once again, thank y'all for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Like genuinely, for real. Yeah, that's received. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. I guess I'm lady with the family my last week since she probably has more money than me now. I'm dead. Of course, I'm dead. LOL. As long, yeah. No one-sided for sure. You're amazing. Lots of love in here. I'm loving it. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of love in here. The Andrew Tate play, yeah, the Andrew Tate, yeah, that's how Andrew Tate got rich, right? He was doing like cam girl stuff. My stuff would be even, at least with the cam girls, there was actual girls. You know what I'm saying? With the AI, you're not even good into nothing real. I'm dead. Thought about that before, but it's said fuck it, word. So y'all thought about that same finesse? I'm dead. Fucking like, yo, what's good, my guy? Like Jibber said, money don't mean shit to me. None of that matters. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But while being on earth, niggas do, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, on the other side, money exists. It's just not physical paper. It's just souls exchange value with each other. Souls exchange knowledge, souls exchange wisdom. That's their form of money, currency. You know what I'm saying? It's just value. I'm scared of life. Saw so much merit. Oh. in GTA. YouTube, do not demonetize. She saw that in GTA. Shoot. One angle would be to likely work on your root chakra and your sacral, since after seeing something like that happen, it could mess up those chakras and make you feel very unstable, make you feel very scared, make you all of that, you know? So I could say look into root chakra healing, and also, I mean, as you do root chakra healing, it naturally brings you to a point where you have to kind of bring up those old emotions, and you have to be able to observe those, but also understand that those things happened in the past, and that's not your life right now. I've never been through what you did, so I can't say from experience, you know, like I would just like for me, I would say just look into root chakra healing and then like take that really far though, you know. And maybe look into some type of trauma counseling for people that have witnessed things like that. You don't got to pay for it at first, though. You could probably just look up things online that will help you with that. But the root chakra thing will help because the root chakra thing naturally starts to involve those other things anyway, you know, and sacral chakra too. Jade Emperor represents money and more than that. Also, the Jade Emperor goes beyond the astral plane. But you're supposed to be the Jade Emperor, where you manage to heaven. You're the Jade Emperor is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. That's what you're supposed to be. You're the Jade Emperor. You know what I'm saying? Jade Emperor represents the perfected human, the perfected human that's able to manage all aspects of reality, which does deal with money and wealth for sure. So I'm not saying this is wrong. There's just more to it. Had to stop. Yo, what's good, my guy? What's popping, bro? Hope all is well with you. Yo, what's popping, Casey? What's good? What's popping? What's popping? I even did try. It be like that. Be like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my girlfriend just got back. Yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know. If not, we'll end it right here. It's been 2 hours. So yeah. If the chat isn't as active, so I might just have to end it right here. You know what I'm saying? My girl just got back, so I might have to hang out with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. LOL. How's the pool?
It was fun. I'm sleeping.
You sleeping?
Yeah.
Did your friend show up?
Hmm?
Did your friend show up? No? Why not?
She was busy.
She was busy doing what? Actually, you can tell me later.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy though. You just did by yourself?
No, it's 2 other people.
Did you talk to them?
No.
You just like doing your own little thing? You still have fun though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I'll go with you one of these days.
I don't think you want to go.
I'll go. You know what I'm saying? I'll go one of these days.
Warm, but it's not clean.
It's not clean?
No, it got like little particles in it.
Oh, that's cool. You said it's warm though?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Real warm.
That shit real warm?
Yeah.
No way. Like a hot tub type shit or like
No. Like I just turned on the water faucet and it's getting kind of warm. That kind of warm.
is it really warm or you just saying it's warm? All right, we're going to see about that. I'm going to see about that. I'm going to see. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to see about that pool because she said it's warm. Like, I fuck with the warm water. You know what I'm saying? All right. I have not looked at what is the debate about? I've not looked into this. I might do that. In fact, I've been thinking like, yo, maybe I should make like a separate reaction channel. I've been thinking about doing that, so I might do that. You are so in love and it shows in your face. It's beautiful. LOL. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know, I do love my girlfriend. I do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, another example of attracting value into my life. Once again, value does not only come through money, but through people. And I can only have one because I provide value to. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing having her, and I'm a blessing to her as well. You know, it's basically saying why they should heal people through. Okay. That's interesting. And I fuck with Sad Guru, my nigga. Okay. Okay, hold up. That's like a good ass topic. That's gonna be some long ass, it's gonna be a long ass video, probably. But I want to do that at some point. I want to do that at some point for sure, bro. As I do think I might end up making a separate reaction channel. The only thing is that I don't feel like having to grow that shit. It's like I already got this channel right here. It's just like the only reason I want to make a separate one is mainly just because I don't want to post so much on here that people stop watching other content. That's why, like, although I was posting 3 times a day at one point, at some point I just stopped doing this because like I peeped that like when I post so much, some people do watch every single video, but other people don't even peep that I post a certain vids and shit. So balance. But I think at the same time, like I'm not really that into reacting right now. So getting like posting like one reaction every here and there should be fun on this channel for now. When I get back into reacting, after I build certain things, then best believe I might make that separate channel. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let it. I bet, bro. I bet. Yeah. I ain't been doing. I just been so busy with other stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely get back to them since something. Especially when especially when niggas move into the next apartment around like November. Me and my girl gonna get a new apartment. It's gonna be super lit. Super lit. But yeah. Is that it, guys? You know what I'm saying? Is there no more to talk about? You're saying is that it for now? Reactions is fine. Okay, y'all gonna make me have to react to a video, bro. Low-key, I have a reaction. I have a reaction recorded that I never posted. I should post that shit, bro. I don't know why I never did that shit. You be crying at that shit? Okay, man. Yeah, I be like, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, like I be knowing that people enjoy my shit, but like when y'all say it though, I'm like, okay, like maybe I gotta get it people what they want. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what I might do is that I might post like maybe like 3 reaction videos a week, something like that. So like I'll do double uploads, right? Because I gotta do the teaching vids, or maybe I just don't. Maybe I just do maybe like 4 teaching vids and 3 reaction vids. You know what I'm saying? Oh, another one from the same. Dang, bro, you blessing your boy. It's like that. I appreciate you, y'all. Let this be a testament to what I just taught. Because once again, I literally like, bro, like y'all do not have to do this. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm gonna receive it and I appreciate that. And yeah, bro must be having it, right? He must be having, you know what I'm saying? Bro having right now. But yeah, I really appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like genuinely, bro. Like much love to you, bro. Like for real, bro. And all of y'all who donate, bro, like I said, whether it's just 2 cents, nigga, I always appreciate it for real, bro. Like real talk. But yeah, I might do like 4 reaction or 4 teaching vids and 3 reaction vids, or just keep on doing teaching vids. And then I'll just do like double uploads some days. I'm gonna see how the algorithm is algorithming. You feel me? Yeah, love your wisdom. I take notes all the time. I appreciate that. I'm glad you actually like digested and want to take notes and stuff. I appreciate that. Cause yeah, like my vids could get pretty deep, and like people know that I'm deep, but like it gets deeper. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. Yeah, what's good, bro? Yeah, we pretty much at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got any last questions for your boy? Let me know. Any last things you want to say? Any last things you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Hey, bet, bro. Yeah, teach that class and get your small young fungus, bro. I know it's going to be lit. Shout out to my boy. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with my boy. Hey. Are you going to get... probably not. Probably not. I don't play games, bro. Like I play games with my girlfriend, but even then, that's like we used to play way more when we first started living together. We played more games, but I don't really play games like that no more. Well, if I was with the cat, but yeah, so probably not. I might play it at some point though, just not right now in my life. Like I said, like with the new apartment, possibly. But for right now, nah. It'd be like that, bro. Here's a finesse. See, I'm about to give y'all a finesse, right? And this is another thing that I could charge y'all for, but I'm not. Y'all could literally just take the transcript of the video, put it into an AI, and ask it to take notes about the video. If I wanted to, I could actually do that. I could literally take a transcript, right? Put it in an AI, make it structure the wisdom, and then sell that to people. I could do that. Am I going to? Nah. But y'all could do that. Y'all could literally just do that. Like when it comes to these charts and shit, like when it comes to these charts, right? Wonder how I make these charts, bro? I'll put you on game, right? All I do when it comes to these charts is that I already have the wisdom, my nigga. I already got, and mind you, I made a whole entire ebook already, right, about these topics. Some stuff that's in this chart I didn't say in the ebook, but I already had an ebook, right, and I already had the wisdom. Nigga, all I did was I spoke into the fucking Chat GBT. I told Chat GBT my whole philosophy, bro. I had some shit typed out. I had like a basic outline typed out. And I just added shit with my fucking words. And I said, okay, bet, nigga, structure it into, you have chart 1, that's about these things right here. Chart 2 is going to be about these things right here. Chart 3 is these things right here. Chart 4 is these things. You know what I'm saying? There's been times where, nigga, I've made, let me just, some shit I just recently did in my Astro Mastery Telegram, and y'all gonna actually see this video too. In my Astro Mastery Telegram, somebody asked me a question that related to how the construct relates to the 12 planes of existence, right? I answered that shit in like a 14-minute audio, and I gave a good explanation. And I'm like, bitch, I'm about to fucking take the transcript of this goddamn audio, put it into a goddamn AI, and have it structure that fucking transcript into like notes of what the fuck I just said. Then I turned those notes into a fucking visual diagram of what the fuck I just said. Y'all gonna see that shit at some point when I mention how the construct got created. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna title that shit yet, but I'm gonna make the video. You're gonna fucking see the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, if y'all want to take notes, just take the transcript and put that shit inside of AI, bro. Only thing I want to say is don't start just selling my shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Since I gave it for free, if you're gonna give it, like, I don't like if you were to watch one of my videos, bro, take notes and then like reach your own conclusions and shit like that, that's cool. But like, if you just regurgitate what I say, do it for free at least, and just give credit like, hey, Genie Dot said this. I want to say it like that. Give it out for free though. Don't charge niggas for that. For like, if you got it for free, give it for free, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of y'all already leaving. I'm not seeing no more questions being asked. I'm gonna end this joint right here. I appreciate y'all for showing up. Join the Discord if y'all want to download join the Discord if y'all want to download these charts for yourself and study them and stuff like that. I'm gonna end it right here. Why did Cash App and PayPal ban me if you do a charity? I have no idea, bro. You're going to look that up online. You feel me? But yeah, I'm at the end of this joint right here. I love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace. Duffrey out. You smell me. Thanks for the compliment. Hey.